Hey, I'm Jeff.
I'm Rob.
Bart.
And thanks for tuning in to the Offroad Toolbox. Here we are live at the Offroad Toolbox World Headquarters in Daytona Beach. Worldly. Headquarters. We're worldwide. Yes. Now, if you're watching us at our official Jeep Beach page on YouTube. And that, Jeff, is?
At Jeep Beach Official.
That's right. That's right. You got it right. All right. We got to practice that. Now, for those of you who are listening to us, you can see us on that YouTube channel. For those of you watching us on that YouTube channel, you can listen to us on your
favorite place where you get your podcasts.
Favorite podcast platform. So, again, thanks for tuning in. You guys ready for the show?
Always, man.
Yep. We're doing it.
It's now time for another episode of the Offroad Toolbox. A Jeeper's guide to everything off-road. Powered by Best Price Trailers.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. We want to thank our sponsors, Best Price Trailers, Dodge, Daytona, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, a.k.a.
Randy's Place.
Thank you. And B&B Fastener Supply of Ormond Beach for all your tool needs. What did you bring us today?
One of the things I want to discuss was the Galveston Jeep event.
Okay.
And the reason being is Jeep events are hosted all over this country.
Yes.
Family, fun, and why is this one a thug fest? And there's no other way to describe it. When you have a small Jeep event for a weekend and you have almost 300 misdemeanors, like 280 misdemeanors, 54 felonies, and 42 guns seized. Now,
it is Texas.
Jeeps and guns
go together.
Well, it's Texas, so that's just something that.
Well, I know even here. I mean, if you randomly, there's probably if you have a truck or a Jeep, there's somebody might have something on it, in it. But so that means there was arrest. Again, they had a whole bunch of problems, and it's such a small area.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not how many Jeepers showed up for this?
100,000. 100,000 showed up.
Oh, well, so if they do the 300 misdemeanors, that's 3%.
So we look at it, it's kind of like when we do the truck event. So we have Daytona Beach has numerous events from Bike Week to Spring Break to
Turkey Trots,
everything. Jeep Beach. But one of the ones was the truck event, and the other one was the car stereo event.
Okay,
those two would just get out of control, and it's cyclical because there's times where we had events that we had to crack down on to gain control, and other times no. It wasn't. We used to have some events.
And this is because you were a Daytona cop.
I was a Daytona officer, yes. Yep. And so we would have to bring in, a total strength of 1,000 law enforcement officers. And that, why? And it's just to gain control. And I can't even think about, so your influence, and this is on this little peninsula. It's southeast, or actually a little bit north of Houston. But to get to it, it's a one road in. And
Go Topless Weekend?
Go Topless Weekend, yep. That's what it's called.
They called it?
Yep. So they had to implement, and this has been going on for a couple of years. It's been getting worse and worse and worse. So they took some new measures to help address it. But, 520 officers from 16 agencies, they had to have 30 EMS units.
Wow.
With helicopters and life flight. It's just including. So you had, to prevent the fights, the shootings, and the assaults.
Well, here's the question I've got. If they're doing it there in Galveston County,
yes,
what kind of events do they have scheduled? Do they have family-friendly events scheduled, or do they not? It's just invade.
It's a when I looked at it, it's a little peninsula, and it's hard to get into, but it's all family-oriented, and it's not even a huge tourist area, but it's a beach area. And actually, it's 27 miles of beaches, but they had to bring the 27 miles down to just make it 6 miles, or a little over 6 miles.
My thought process is, what's the age? Average age.
Young.
And if it's young, I could see this kind of stuff happening because, Well,
so when we had differing events that may have been similar, I can remember some radical sergeant who got together and the chief bought off on his plan, and we worked. Let's say we had troopers, deputies, and Daytona officers working I-4 inbound and I-95 inbound to the city, and we set the stage. If you're going to be a knucklehead,
We'll catch you before you even get there.
So before you even get there. So we ended up taking out, because they would show their true colors, these people did, they showed things, they would result in a traffic stop. You might have warrants, you might have drugs, you might have, so they ended up, we took out that, the year we did that, it set the stage for that whole weekend, and we had a better run event because we took out a lot of the key players. They couldn't bond out, or, you know, if they did, it was $2,500 or $10,000. And it puts a dent in your weekend.
Yeah, just a little bit.
A little bit. So, I mean, we like Jeep events, we like kids, but it's like,
it's kind of like spring break here in Daytona just got totally out of hand.
oh, those were the good days.
Yeah.
MTV days. Holy, it actually.
And you were part of that. You were not part of the party. You were part of the security force, right?
I was the tactical guy. Yeah, I was the tactical guy, and I was one of the guys on the mobile field force, one of the supervisors. So yeah, that was a big event. We had a lot of those events that we really had to change our mindset. Yeah. Give you an example of on one of the events. The crowd would the bridge going over the Speedway Bridge would vibrate from the people dancing, and because of gridlock traffic, they would get the bridge bouncing. I'm not making this up. You could feel the bridge moving. I'm like, whoa, that's not good. That's not good. And at some point, they would actually take A1A in one lane at one direction, just
make it a circle.
They'd go in the opposing lane, not on us. No, they did. We
they
didn't do
did.
that. No, they would
they
just
did.
take over.
Oh, really?
And so A1A would be, 4 lanes or 6 lanes, like northbound coming up the road from the Speedway. We like, whoa, got us. That quick it would get out of control. That quick. The Ocean Center parking lot, right? We had over here the parking lot right near us, right? Oh man, you would think that was a Snoop Dogg in a movie with the smoke coming up. You couldn't even go in there. You couldn't go in there. And again, the music was so loud and vibrate. I mean, you heard it blocks away. And from speaking with the people and seeing things, that's a lot of what they're having is a little bit too much good time. And younger adults, they're anywhere from 16 to 30. But it's just interesting that you don't normally associate Jeep people that, in this realm, but I guess anything.
But they're a younger crowd.
Younger crowd, and I don't know. And you don't see any big sponsors there, but 100,000 people show up.
That's a lot.
100,000 people
but
show up.
Let's see. No, they were still in school. I was thinking maybe it was a school type thing.
It's not really. It's not an organized thing either.
Right.
It's not organized.
It's kind of like what we have when they'll do. Well, this one is because they'll put it on social media that they're going to do it.
Like organized through social media doesn't mean it's organized.
Oh no! It's not a sanctioned event like what we do.
Right.
What Jeep Beach does, and I don't know how you're going to correct that. I just, it's hard.
Block the road off, and
Well, you got one-
do you live out here?
You got one.
Nope.
No,
Turn around, and go home.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. They made safety zones. They did things. It was interesting though that one of the good things is that over 100 residents opened up their houses.
That's cool.
For first responders to stay in the house because it's so they didn't have to
get
commute.
there. Yeah,
you didn't have to commute,
right? Because it's
so
a lot of traffic to get through.
Yeah, it came out to 122 properties.
Wow.
Homeowners donated a room and stuff for first responders.
Yeah.
And that was including police, fire, and EMS to give them a place to stay. Because you would be working 12-hour shifts. Those guys, you're working 12. And if your day shift, if you're working 6 to 6, you're not getting off till 9 or 10 o'clock that night.
Right.
Yeah. Because you're still filling out paperwork.
It's just, the party's just going. So it's just interesting and to look at it. And then, of course, I did the map to show you where it was, man. Right. That's a remote area. And,
it's just a peninsula is all it is.
It's a peninsula, yep. So, it's just... That's not, and I guess some of the donations are up to $62,000
in donations
from the community.
So it wasn't actually Galveston. It's the peninsula that's
right across that little bay or the inlet from the breachway. But it's part of the county,
southeast of Houston.
Yes, or actually, maybe it's even northeast of Houston.
Yeah, I think it's northeast.
Northeast of Houston.
Yeah. It's north of.
Here's Houston right here, so you got to go north a little bit and go down and go over to it.
It's still south. It's below it.
It's below it. Still, Okay. You got to go out and around, but
Anyway, it's just it's kind of not an easy place to get to.
It is, and it was. And again, you had to get people to get together to do it, and you're really affecting like our people. People tend to forget the beachside community as people live here.
Yeah.
So they have everyday lives. They got to come and go. Granted, it's the weekend, but there's still people who work weekends. And do you want your kids hearing gunshots all day and fights and all kinds of other stuff?
No.
It's
Get very aggravated very quickly, and of course that's what happens, and that's what gets things shut down. So
yes.
In that sense, if you're going to these events, whether
Yes.
you're young, old, or whatever, have a little respect for the community.
So when I'm out teaching, in Texas on the maritime side, I'll bring up Jeep Beach, and they're like, "Don't bring up Jeeps to us." I don't like. Well, we have a good one, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't." But I don't know. And how would you even turn that around other than, you'd have to get, we had events here. We tried to get major sponsors in, we tried to get everything. And there's some events that we couldn't turn around.
No. Well, too, is, sheriff has shut things down because of what has happened.
He has taken some
he took,
progressive steps.
And he's taken heat for it. But
Yep.
these people only come here for the weekend.
Yes.
And they were trashing the place. If
you're going to abuse, actually he said the amount of trash was horrific.
Right.
Yeah.
And they don't spend money. They're not
Exactly.
spending a lot of money
No.
for businesses.
No.
So it's what
It's
benefit
not.
is
It's
it?
not helping the
Yep.
economy. It's not helping the citizens of the area.
No.
And I'm sure it's the same way here. Yeah, they're making a little bit of money on beer and ice, but that's about it.
That's real, or chicken,
yeah.
burgers and hot dogs,
Right.
some fast foods. If depends what it does.
So,
But if sheriff, hey, take it from an old Daytona guy. Start Thursday. Start working them inbound on that one road, 124. Start work. Get some wolf packs out there, and you'll actually with the tag readers and everything, you could probably pick out a lot of your
Problem
troublemakers.
childs.
Yeah, people that open warrants.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys aren't getting away from the tag reader.
No.
And the auto. We have some new electronics that are up now. So and they're all over. So they'll pick up things like we get alerts all the time, like, hey, this car just went through and it's got an open warrant for this. So
It's up for repo.
well, that could be, or
No,
excessive fines.
there's an actual system out there
Yeah.
that in the repo world they use
Yes.
it. They'll drive through an apartment complex
Yes.
and bing.
Yep.
Back up, pick it up, and go.
So with that, we like good Jeep events,
Yeah.
but we wanted to bring this one up as it's not a good Jeep event. So if any of our Texas listeners are out there, can we help make it a good Jeep event? I mean, just think about 100,000 people. If you were doing things for your community, just think about in the Houston area, how much money you could, really
without a doubt.
raise and generate for anything, It's good.
$10 a head.
Or so I'm saying you
My
would
God.
make a fundraiser to help people, to help your community, help everything.
There's ways to do it, but they got to have somebody take the leadership on that, and it's a lot of work.
It is.
It is a lot of work.
Oh, geez,
you
look
can
at poor
ask-
Charlene
look at
and Kurt.
Charlene, yeah,
I mean,
talk
those
to
guys.
those two, and they'll tell you how difficult it is.
Yeah.
But, if it's going to be on that peninsula, so you're talking
Yes.
how many days is it? Just the
3 days.
Just 3 days.
Friday, Saturday,
You
Sunday.
got to have events for somebody for 3 days. So
Yes.
you got to figure that out, and that's little tiny. It's not doesn't look. It's a real big place.
Well, it's 27 miles long, but they cut it down to a special event zone of 6 miles,
6
which is
miles.
again, that's still
That's still a lot.
it's still a big area, but a lot of people still in 6 mile stretch. So
I mean, what are you going to do? What kind of events can you have in 3 days on the beach?
Well, it sounds like they enjoy just going to the beach and having fun. So you
and
really
drinking and fights and shooting.
yeah,
and
yeah, well,
So
other
that's
stuff.
the thing.
So-
Alcohol really comes into play.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's yeah.
You got to have that. You got to have events that take them away from that.
Yes.
So if you stage it there, you got to be able to go somewhere else.
Yep.
And do something. But then that
that takes time, takes
and
money.
Takes money.
Yes.
So it's hard to do. I mean, you're talking about 3 days of
Hard,
drinking.
yeah.
Drinking. They're young guys drinking, ladies drinking,
Mm,
and everything else. So that's going to be hard to fix that.
yes.
So put your heads together, try to do something right. And actually, they're proud of it. The problem is the group that,
Does it?
Yeah, they're proud of it. I'm like, come on.
I mean, they could do a concert.
That's what I was saying. Some do different concerts.
Yeah, they could put music festival together
Yep.
and have the Jeeps kind of incorporate that. That could be something.
that's
Hey,
one of
Rockville.
No, Rockville was pretty intense. Broke records, by the way.
Oh yeah,
This
look,
last
look,
one, yeah.
look. They could probably do it there. Do it as a country /
Well,
rock.
I think that the audience going there is not country western.
You don't think?
At Galveston,
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's a mix.
it's a
Mix of everything.
It's a mix. I'll say that. It's a
Yeah,
mix.
It's a mix.
It's a mix. Yes.
Can be done. It can be done.
Yes.
So
Just
All
one of
right.
those things. But thanks everybody for, hey, don't be one of those guys. Be one of the good ones.
Yeah, be a good guy.
Yep.
All right, guys. Don't forget, check out Best Price Trailers. Go to Randy's place. There,
Yes.
Dodge Daytona,
Daytona's
Chrysler,
garage.
Job, Jeep, Ram. And, of course, check out B&B Fastener Supply over there in Ormond Beach. Get your tools from him to take out on the trail.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, guys.
All right.
Have a good one.
And there you have it. Don't you feel smarter now? We'll drop more knowledge on you soon. Thanks for listening to the Off-Road Toolbox. Powered by Best Price Trailers.